The finale kicks off with Maddie baking cookies while Cal reassures her she's not behind on anything, except maybe getting distracted by a big job offer. He tells her she'd be perfect for it, combining her love for books and marketing. Maddie admits she's tempted but can't quite picture moving to New York. She also worries about her mom, but Cal brushes it off, saying Jimmy practically owns New York's restaurant scene. Ultimately, she admits it's just bad timing, and Cal reminds her it's never the perfect time for big decisions. Meanwhile, Helen and Peggy practically beg Henrietta to apply for the town manager position. She's skeptical, saying it never crossed her mind after years at her current job, but Helen and Peggy are persistent, promising they'd hire her in a heartbeat. Dana Sue gets emotional when Annie tells her she's picked a pricier school but will find scholarships and a job to help. Dana Sue cries happy tears, promising they'll figure it out because Annie's happiness is what matters most. Eric and Isaac meet their first complaining customer of the day, which turns out to be Michael, who drove 2 hours just to surprise Isaac. They laugh over Michael's failed joke about takeout orders, but Isaac appreciates the effort and jokes they'll work on the date instead of the humor. Helen gets a Christmas surprise when her mom shows up unannounced, thanks to Eric's sneaky planning. Helen is shocked but touched by the gesture. They joke about Eric's persuasive skills. Maddie's family stages a heartfelt presentation titled Why Maddie Should Take the Job. Kyle leads with how Maddie has always taught them to seize opportunities, while Paula emphasizes having faith in each other. Cal encourages Maddie not to hide her talents, and Katie calls her mom an inspiration for bravery. Overwhelmed by the love and support, Maddie agrees to take the job. Tyler surprises Annie by coming home early, driving through the night with Olivia. They catch up briefly before Olivia whisks Tyler off to surprise his mom. Dana Sue's foundation funds a van for Noreen and Howie's mobile clinic. Noreen thanks everyone for helping her become the woman she always wanted to be. Maddie, Dana Sue, and Helen celebrate her success, though Maddie drops the bomb about her job offer in New York. Her friends are shocked but supportive, promising to cover her responsibilities. Bev interrogates Helen about Eric, insisting it's her duty as a mom to check him out. Helen reassures her she's done plenty of vetting already, but Bev remains comically determined to protect her daughter's happiness. Maddie acknowledges how things keep changing. Tyler talks about a European tour opportunity for his band, and Maddie reflects that as long as they have love and support, everything else is just details. Maddie and her friends share a cozy evening discussing holiday plans and ambitious dreams. Helen gives Maddie tips on negotiating her job offer, emphasizing the importance of knowing her worth. Dana Sue realizes she's been thinking too small with her teaching kitchen project and vows to plant herself right in the town square to show its value. They toast to believing in possibilities and supporting each other's dreams, promising to enter Christmas with wide open hearts, ready to embrace the magic the season might bring. The next day, Tyler gets a meaningful gift from Annie, a notebook she made herself with a little help from her dad. She tells him he could use it for whatever he wants, but she imagines it would be perfect for writing lyrics. Tyler, in turn, surprises Annie with a thoughtful present, an antique camera he stumbled upon while wandering around Knoxville. The shopkeeper assured him it was great for film photography. Annie is blown away, kisses Tyler, and tells him it isn't just about the gift, it's about how much he supports her art, just like she does for his music. Then Annie has big news. She got accepted into Monterey Institute for the Arts, a dream school she never thought would accept her. Even though it's expensive, her parents are figuring out a way to make it work. She knows it means she won't be home much, but she floats the idea of Tyler and his band coming out to California for gigs. Tyler assures her that they'll make it work because he's so proud of her and loves her. Kyle has a heartfelt moment with Lily, telling her he wants to make every memory special before she goes off to college. Lily laughs and suggests they start with 1,000 kisses instead of grand plans. Maddie and the crew gather for a Christmas hangout where Isaac and Michael chat about food. Isaac asks if Michael can cook, and Michael admits he's barely capable of boiling water. Isaac takes that as an invitation to dance with Michael, catching him off guard and calling it his version of being spontaneous. Eric, with Bev's help, proposes to Helen. He admits it's sudden and maybe even a little crazy, but he can't wait another second to tell her he wants her as his wife and soulmate. Helen is emotional and thrilled, saying yes even as she worries about dropping the ring from sheer nerves. She then gifts Eric a vase she broke before, now repaired using the Japanese technique of kintsugi, symbolizing beauty in mended things. They reflect on how their love has grown stronger through challenges. At church, Helen decides not to wear her engagement ring during the service so as not to steal the spotlight from June, who is leading the Christmas Eve gathering. However, June's big moment comes when she goes into labor during the service. Despite insisting she can power through, David and Eric whisk her away to the hospital. The next morning, Paula is thrilled that Jimmy and his friends are exploring investment opportunities in Serenity. When he mentions his idea for a B&B, Ronnie is enthusiastic, noting how nice it would be for family visits. They also discuss potential investments in Ronnie's ecotourism e-bike venture. Tyler and Annie face a tough conversation later by the window. Tyler shared that he, Olivia, and Roxanne landed a European tour, opening for a major band, a dream come true. He wants Annie to come along, imagining how amazing it would be for her photography. But when Annie finds out it will conflict with her school schedule, she refuses to defer her dream for his. Tyler, unable to pass up the tour, realizes they might be headed for a long distance train, but Annie says if they can't survive 1 year apart, maybe that is the answer. Meanwhile, Katie gives Noreen a Christmas present Bex's late father bought for her, a charm bracelet for the girls, just as the boys get pocket knives. Jeremy later asks Noreen to move in with him, and she says yes. Eric shares his engagement news with Cal, swearing him to secrecy, since Helen wants Maddie and Dana Sue to hear first. Cal promises a proper celebration reaction later. At a toast with Maddie and Dana Sue, Helen reveals her engagement and shows off the ring, saying they'll take the next step slowly and ensure Maddie can make it down from New York for the big day. Helen then presents a symbolic gift, links for the Christmas tree with their names on them, signifying that no matter what the new year brings, they'd always be each other's strength, love, and home. The season wraps up with Eric bringing out champagne as everyone celebrates, toasting to the future and wishing each other a Merry Christmas.